today. From Orlando, Florida, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Wizards taking on the Brooklyn Bulls.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Orlando Wizards. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie cornerback.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner, and he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, Turner. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
On second down now, it's Turner, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 40 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Right back to him on first down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards are on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he comes back with one complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Graham on the ground. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Turner. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Back to throw now on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graham. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Turner, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Orlando takes back over on offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
On 2nd down, it's Turner. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
It's Graham again with a catch, just like the last play.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Turner. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal.
Up the middle they go. Beasley. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Wizards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A 10-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 back to work on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now here's a throw that's complete. A nice little juke. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bulls have cut it back within a score.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Now for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a handoff up the middle. Turner, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 1. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. In trouble, and he's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jets seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Second and 4. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Back to throw here. And Graham's got it. Complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Push it back.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And they rattle off a big one, 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Turner. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Or do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Wizards go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bulls have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd down and inches. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Orlando takes back over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Steps away. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Wizards are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw again. And he's got it. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bulls have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a give right side. It's Turner. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7, 1:47 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take long time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff up the middle. Turner. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Turner, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And look at this. It's a fake. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, still a 1-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it. but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it, but there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them, got the ball right back for them, so nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Ready?
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the home team here, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.